This video is sponsored by Bug Baffler. Good afternoon, beekeepers and bee enthusiasts. How you doing? It's another great day at the farm, and we're hanging out. I just got done mowing on the zero-turn mower. I really enjoy using it because if you got to cover a lot of grass, it just makes it really simple, and it's a lot of fun to use too. But in any case, we have a great video for you planned today, and of course today we'll be talking about getting started in beekeeping with an observation colony. So I know a lot of people that have considered beekeeping and they've thought about getting involved with it, and they are hesitant to do so because, of course, when you deal with honeybees, you are dealing with stings, and it's, it can be some work sometimes working the honeybees. And so a lot of people don't like to get involved, and they just choose to stay away from it. But what we want to teach today is you can use something as simple as an observation colony where you basically take a swarm hive, you put it up in a tree, and you catch a colony of honeybees, and you just watch the honeybees. You observe them. And it really is as simple as that. And you don't have to deal with them. You don't have to go inside the hive. You don't have to do anything. You keep the honeybees, and then they stay for as long as they will. They might leave, and then another colony moves in. It can be a lot of fun. And, we've got a few observation colonies. It's going to be a great topic. And without further ado, let's break right into it. So if you're familiar with the beekeeping styles we teach, we try to tell people that you don't need a serious amount of work to handle bees. You can basically get away with doing very little, and your bees can survive just fine. And I'm so confident in that I'll even tell you that you can catch bees in a swarm hive just like this, and you can leave them alone and they'll be just fine. They'll stay in there for however long they stay. They might move on, another colony can move in, and you can just observe them and check them out as they're living with you. And what's really nice about bees that stay in an observation colony is they will pollinate all the crops in the area. They'll basically go out, do their pollination thing. And if you've got any kind of trees like pear trees, apple trees, anything like that, then you're really going to benefit from having these bees in your observation colony. And, for a lot of people, like I said earlier, they don't want to get involved in the stings and the dealing with the bees and all that stuff. So you can just put these in a tree and you can just leave them there. And it really is as simple as that. And, I get a big kick out of just watching bees. It's always a lot of fun. And, for people that don't want to get too involved with honeybees, but they're interested in keeping them in some way or form, an observation colony is perfect for you. You can basically when you put them in a tree, you can put them as high as you want. I guess if you were to put them a little bit higher, then you would probably be less worried about stings and whatnot than if they're at the ground level. But it's up to you how you want to handle it. And you basically just put your swarm hive where you want to keep the colony. Bees will move in, they'll pollinate your plants, you're good to go. And another thing they'll do is if you are keeping bees like regularly, then the observation colony will provide swarms to your area. So you can put up swarm hives all over your property, and you can try to catch new colonies of bees off that observation colony. There's a lot of good benefits to these observation colonies, and they just do really well. So this is an observation colony we've maintained since last year. We caught these bees in this swarm hive last year, and here they have sat undisturbed, doing their own thing, and they've been doing just fine. And, you know, keeping an observation colony can be a lot of fun because it just brings us back to just watching the bees and seeing what they do. You know, out here I could see all kinds of cool things, like I could see them bringing in pollen and all that good stuff. So it's a lot of fun to have an observation colony. And, you know, I could take these bees and put them in a hive for some honey production, but I like the idea that they are producing swarms for our area. They're basically giving all of our swarm hives all over the area a chance of a new colony of bees. And in fact, yesterday, when I checked out this colony, they had a cluster of bees on the bottom. And so they've been doing their swarm rehearsals. They're definitely getting ready to swarm. But it is beautiful just to watch these bees. And, you know, using an observation colony, it's a lot of fun. And if you just want to get to where, you know, you don't want to do a lot of work with honeybees and you don't want to risk getting stung and whatnot, just put you a swarm hive like this in a tree, bait it correctly, and wait for some honeybees to move in. And then you could tell all your friends that you keep bees even though you don't do anything with them. And it really is simple as that. You'll have good pollination for your area, and it's just really nice. Now that reminds me, I'm using a bug baffler suit. And anytime I'm getting involved with honeybees in any way, shape, or form, I'm using my bug baffler suit. Now the bug baffler is a lightweight suit. It is light as a feather. You barely notice you're wearing it. And it is perfect for keeping you safe from insect bites and stings. Now I've used it for 5 years now. I've really enjoyed this suit. And if you're gonna get an observation colony and get involved in watching your bees and you wanna get up close, there's no better suit than this bug baffler. It really is a great suit. The nice part about it is it's made right here in the United States over in New Hampshire. You can get white suits just like this, or you can get black suits too. And if you go to their website, bugbaffler.com, and use Secure Acres 5 in the discount code section of their checkout area, you'll get a 5% discount on any of their suits. And I'm telling you, you're really going to enjoy the product. I've always enjoyed the bug baffler, and it allows me to get up close to the bees without having to worry about stings or anything like that. So if you're interested in getting an observation colony, you're ready to dive in, and I would highly recommend our 2 playlists, the Swarm Catcher's Guide and the Natural Beekeeping Swarm Catching Tips. Check out those 2 playlists. They've got excellent videos that will teach you how to catch a colony of honeybees. They'll teach you how to bait a swarm hive. They'll teach you how to hang them up in a tree. And then once you learn those things, it really is as simple as putting the swarm hive in a tree, waiting for the bees to move in, and then it's pretty much done after that. You know, you can watch your bees. You can check them out. You know, they're always a lot of fun to watch, and they will provide your local area pollination and also give your area some swarms as well. So observation colonies are a lot of fun. Now, I want to give a big thank you once again to our Patreon supporters. We are so grateful for what you do. And, you know, every little bit helps, and it's just amazing to get some support. And if you are not involved in our Patreon, then check out our Patreon page. The link is in the description. And there you can get all kinds of cool benefits from us, and it's just a lot of fun. So we thank y'all for watching this video, and until next time, we'll see you soon.